My new reaction ball is improving my reaction time and hand-eye coordination. The jogging is an unexpected bonus. A reaction ball is a ball with an irregular surface so that it bounces erratically. I saw Danny McCaskill using one in a video about his rehab from one of his many injuries and decided to give it a try. I did quite a bit of research before selecting this ball from Champ Pro. I have an affiliate link to it in the description. I like the size, heft, and texture of this ball. I've only used it for about an hour or so at this point, but it seems durable. Some light scuffing but no actual damage after use on concrete and brick. It's the right size, and I like the coefficient of restitution, in other words, the way the ball bounces. Some suppliers offer sets with two reaction balls with different contours, one supposedly easier than the other. My research told me there are many ways to vary the difficulty by how the ball is used, so there's really no need for two different balls. There are 4 basic moves. One is a low drop, one is a high drop, one is a wall bounce, one is with a partner. All 4 are illustrated at various points in this video. I would not suggest a hard throw. The durometer of the reaction ball is quite high. It is hard enough that an erratic bounce at high speed could easily break a window or a tooth. I hadn't done anything like this in the past, and there's no real-world activity that exactly replicates what's going on here, so I didn't have a baseline for comparison. But I thought my reaction time and hand-eye coordination were pretty good. Sellers of reaction balls tout them as useful for sports training, but I don't do sports per se. I'm more concerned about preserving my performance as I age, and I think a reaction ball is a good tool for that. The loss of coordination and slowing of reaction times related to aging are among the most well-researched aspects of aging, insanely well-defined and analyzed. I won't go into all that here, but you can find an extensive discussion of the matter in Chapter 7 of Physical Dimensions of Aging. It's an expensive book, but has been my primary reference for aging well since 2009. I'll put a link in the description. In a broader sense, I use the reaction ball to help with proprioception and kinesthesia. I've mentioned these before, and will put a link in the description to a nice summary on the Khan Academy regarding these topics. The essence is this. Proprioception is our awareness of our position relative to ourselves and to our environment. Kinesthesia is our sense of movement. I've also mentioned that I like hiking because it builds these skills, but I haven't had an activity to reinforce proprioception and kinesthesia for my upper body. Certainly not hiking or biking. Kayaking only to the extent that I learned to stop banging my fingers against the coaming in the deck. The reaction ball works nicely for upper body awareness. One of my favorite things about the reaction ball is the ease of use. No special equipment, no special environment, no need for other participants. With the reaction ball, I grab it off the shelf and go outside to the driveway. When I'm done, I go back in the house. It's easy to use when I find little scraps of free time throughout the day. I can fill a spare 15 minutes with fun and fitness. That's not true with a kayak or a mountain bike. Get one and give it a try. My thanks to those supporting my efforts. You can do so on a monthly basis through Patreon or with a one-time contribution through PayPal. Links are in the description. Oh, and the jogging reference? Low bounces are really hard for me to catch, and they happen fairly often. Once the reaction ball eludes me, I'm left chasing it down the driveway. So a typical session with a reaction ball involves lots of jumping and stretching, and more jogging than I imagined. I'm Rich Reese, and I'll see you out there. A little more time with the reaction ball, and I'll surely be able to ride just like Danny Mac.